Hello kids, and welcome back to Life in the Woods, the flying trees, and hopefully a good ocean? I don't really know what defines a good ocean, but hello, welcome back. Yeah, it is the day that is being uploaded. Life is a little bit of a mess. I did go back to bed once again this morning, and I didn't sleep well last night at all, but I feel very productive, and you know, it's 1 p.m. I already have been awake for like 2 hours, and it's not that bad today, if that makes sense. Like, we're getting stuff done, I believe. Oh my god, the shovel is like, why is there so much flickering? Welcome to today's yapping session. Okay, I think that's just a little island. Hello, Mr. Whale. I've had a weird-ish, I don't know if it's even a canker but I have something that is like a bit like a canker but it's like, it's more like a horizontal line on the inside of my cheek, but it feels like a canker sore. I don't know. And I've had that for like 3 or 4 days now, and it's always been okay-ish. We're entering a crack mountain from the ocean. That's new. I don't think we've ever had that happen. Okay, can we like pass that by? Is it maybe just an island? I like that little hole. So yeah, I've had that for a couple of days, but right now, that thing hurts whenever I talk. Holy crap. Good thing that I have today planned as my big recording day. That will not be something I will regret. Okay. Okay then. I mean, yeah, I wanted to get on land to sleep, but we still had a little bit. Alright, the game decided. Yeah, that's fun. Also, a couple days ago, basically on the day that Kangasaur-ish thing first popped up, what did I do here? That's how, okay. Wait. Jay. What is this? Is that a river going through the Crack Mountain? There is a river going through the Crack Mountain. Funny. Too bad there aren't going to be any plants. Anyway, a couple days ago, I had some Mentos here, you know? And I had a lot the previous day, and then I had like 2 left. So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna take a little Mentos, I'm gonna watch my video, I'm gonna have a good time. And then I bit the inside of my cheek like right before the canker sore. And it bled. Like a lot of times for me when I like am not capable of eating and you know, you do the thing where you bite yourself because you're stupid. You know, it hurts. You kind of hate yourself for a little bit, you take a sip of water and then you're kind of back to just, you know, living normally again. Might hurt for a minute or two, but overall you'll be okay. Yeah, it wasn't like that. I don't know if I've ever managed to bite myself hard enough that it bleeds. But yeah, that was an experience. One that I don't really want to do again. But I don't think the fact that I have like this slightly painful spot right before the canker sore now is necessarily helping. So in other words, I'm just in pain. But, you know, we're just gonna suffer through it. It's okay. We will be okay. Let's grab some flowers, even vanilla flowers. There's still flowers. We like flowers. Am I okay? Is there something wrong with me today? I don't know. But yeah, I need to record a lot. So I mentioned a couple episodes ago that probably on Friday, because Friday is a holiday, the boyfriend and I are gonna switch PCs, and I should have episodes until like Monday or so, I'd say, or even longer. Hello? That took long. What the heck? Just to be, you know, prepared in case something doesn't really go quite according to plan. You never know. The last thing I want is to lose my daily upload streak. I am very, very proud of that one. Pretty. Okay. So yeah, I do need to record a lot today and also tomorrow. Thing is, tomorrow we're also getting groceries. But I should probably, like, tomorrow I just have to stay awake again. There's kind of no way around it, if we're being honest, because I need to get stuff done. It's not like I can sleep anyway. Like, even this morning, when I went back to bed, I had gotten 3 hours of sleep the previous night. And I was super, super, super tired. I couldn't fall back asleep. But a lot of times in the morning when I struggle to fall asleep, it's because of background noises, you know, because people are awake. My dad has his office right, especially his desk, right underneath my bed. And he has like we are missing Clay. Slight hearing problems, so a lot of times he gets pretty loud without noticing. How did that land there? And that can be, you know, making being asleep, staying asleep a little bit hard at times. But I was home alone today because my parents had an appointment. So there wasn't even anyone yelling about files or something underneath me. It was quiet and I couldn't fall back asleep and I was so tired. Because the boyfriend went to bed very early yesterday. And I stayed up a bit longer. And I kind of forgot track of time because I was playing Eco. Who's surprised? And then the thing is, I was almost done with digging out a underneath place for storage. For stuff that gives you ground pollution. So it's better if you store it underground. But then I realized I needed to go one, like, Y level deeper. Well, actually, I ended up just digging the ceiling one higher because I didn't want to go further down. Because the stone was too annoying. So, I wanted to get that done after I realized that it was starting to be late. And I was like, well, I kind of wanted to take a shower still. I don't want to be icky tomorrow. So then I took a shower. And then I still spent a little bit of time on my phone when I was finally in bed. Because I'm stupid. And then I couldn't fall asleep. So I think I fell asleep between 1 to 2 a.m. And then I woke back up at 5 because my parents were getting ready for the appointment and they were not being that quiet. Which in a way, you know, is okay, but at the same time, it was 5 a.m. Come on. This is a annoying position. Oh, salt. Never mind. It's not annoying. I'll take it. Yeah. Didn't get a lot of sleep. Still feel tired. I ended up, I think I was asleep from like then 8 to 11. I did have an alarm for like 10:30 and I was like, you know what, I'll just stay like another half an hour because I'm tired. But after that I did get up and I don't know, that was okay. I feel alright now. Yes, still tired, still exhausted, but I do want to get stuff done. I have been getting a little bit of stuff done, nothing like really crazy just yet, but we'll get there. I'm not gonna get the sunflowers simply because, you know, they're tall vanilla flowers, so I am like 99% sure you can bone meal them to get more, just like the other tall vanilla flowers. Lavender fields! Oh, let's go! I hope that keeps on going and we don't have to go in the ocean. Last night, as I was not being able to fall asleep, I actually thought about life in the woods quite a lot and our little travel journey that we're on here. And I was thinking how I would really like to find another lavender field behind the ocean that we had to go through. And hopefully not more snow, because I was so done with the snow. Also, yesterday we went on a walk. That was nice. we totally didn't go on a walk because I needed to make progress on Pokemon Go, because there is a new limited time pass going on, and I really want to complete that because it does have a Pokemon as the second last content pass reward thing that I don't have yet. We have a pink sheep situation with two black, one light gray, and a white sheep. That's interesting. So I just want to get the new Pokemon. I do need to complete that Pokedex after all, and it's a lot easier if you do a raid. And there was a raid across town, so I was like, you know, boyfriend, I'm just gonna go over there. I'm just gonna do the raid. You know, I'll be back. And then he was like, nah, I'm coming with you. And then we took the dog with us. She was so happy about that. I don't know. I had a good time. The boyfriend actually said it was alrightish. He didn't regret it as much, and like the weather was really nice. So honestly, very nice. I also, by doing that one raid, I got a new Pokemon. I got a Earthworm. I think it's just like, it doesn't have an E. Is it like Earthworm or something like that? It's something along those lines, and it's 3.5 meters tall. Just imagine you're just, you know, living your life, and then there's like this worm that's twice your size staring you down. Fun times, fun times. Ah, pretty biomes. I will never stop taking screenshots. Oh, the other day I ended up... That was a big one. I ended up clearing my Life in the Woods screenshot folder. Because, you know, I always get all the screenshots that I take out after a recording session and put them into my Life in the Woods YouTube folder separately, just so I have all the screenshots from this Let's Play in one place instead of mixed in with all the other screenshots that I have. The sheep keep going in this biome. That's weird. Usually they're like biome limited from my experience. But okay, I'll take it. Saves us dying wool if we need a lot of this. So the other day I made a backup. Like I put the entire folder. Are you going to eat again? Are we lagging? No, you're done now. Okay. What a struggle! I just want to talk, but I keep getting distracted. So took the folder, put it onto my external hard drive, and then wiped the actual from the Life in the Woods game file screenshot folder. That one is empty now. Well, it's no longer empty. I think we're already in like the hundreds again. Even though we're traveling and I just take screenshots at every single corner. Worth it though, in my opinion. But yeah, I just love taking screenshots. We have all these pretty places, and I just want to look at them and appreciate them and have options for thumbnails. Yeah, that's a random little yapping session. And the Kangasaur hurts! Oh my god! Okay, if I talk like this, then it doesn't really hurt, because then I don't move my teeth as much. I don't think that's the type of quality content that we're going for, though, so I think I'll continue to talk like a normal person. You're welcome. Now, for a second I thought that was like a wood plank, and I was a little confused. I like the way, you know, we have like these little water shapes here. Looks very, very interesting. And it appears that there's a little lake over there. Lake equals clay. Clay is the reason we are here. You know, I'm just gonna take a little peek. Okay, it does go a little bit down. There's a little bit of clay there, but I don't want to go deep diving just for a bit of clay. perfect. You know, if you had clay here, I would have taken it. I thought that was clay for a second. Oh, yeah, annoying position, because we're gonna have to tear apart the actual land here, I think. Or not, it's just one underneath there. Okay. I always like it when it's right underneath there instead of when it keeps on going. Because then I just yeet apart everything with the shovel, because I have zero control over that. But yeah. Sometimes I feel like we should collect some of these pears for the storage, but I do like the way they look on the trees, you know. And you can't make these. I think they are technically... No, not from Biomes of Plenty. Biomes of Plenty just have apple and persimmon saplings though, and you can't craft them and you can't get them from the trees. I have tried, trust me. And that is something I find very heartbreaking. Bok bok bok. There is no filter on today, I'm afraid. Don't know how to turn it back on. Was unaware I ever turned it off in the first place. Maybe that's that's the doing of the cankersaur or whatever the heck it is. I don't know if I like bit the inside of my cheek during my sleep and now it's just like swollen and it looks like a big cankersaur. I don't know. I just know it feels like one and I hate that. Okay. Is that ocean? I mean, I take tulips. If you give me tulips, I'm not gonna complain about ocean, I think. That's acceptable, an acceptable bribe for me to shut up. Might just be a lake, I think. If we can pass through here somehow. Oh my goodness. Flowers! Tulips at that. Is that a savannah? I think that's a savannah. Oh my god, my leg is itching. Give me 1 second. Ah! Okay. Village possible biome. English. Yes. Big clay patch, but we're nicely on the... no longer on the trees. I don't want to break them. I think we have those. Very, very sure we have these, but just to make sure. Oh, it has a pretty lake! Ah! Wait, let me... Very strong sugarcane. Like with the bamboo there, the little canyon pieces. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Not gorgeous when you break your legs, but still looks pretty. Yeah, we're just gonna go for the flower backpack, I think. Because that should fit most things. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna get these ones too. They're right here. We're not gonna get the clay. Just because I would really, really like to be able to find a village in today's episode. And the more time we spend in one place, the less or chance of actually finding a village is. Was that correct English? I have no idea. Anyway, we don't need correct English, we just need loot. That's all. Alrighty. Oh, hi, hello, horses. Have we ever tamed a horse in all our 1,000 episodes? I don't think we have. Really? No village? Why are we not finding villages lately? We found the one with the clay pattern stamp that we're missing, but I forgot to bring emeralds for the trip. But we could trade for them in that village actually, if we had enough wheat. A trade that I've never actually seen before, I think. And after that we found one more village, but that's been it. fair, the first village was a very, very good one, because we also got another yellow hanging foliage from there, which you can't craft, so, you know, I do appreciate finding those. But, yeah. That is a lot of sheep. Ah, crap. Okay, you're all the way over there. Very lucrative. Very lucrative. It's not a word I've ever used before in the Let's Play. I don't think I have, really. I feel like I need to also start reading again, just to reach that point again of my vocabulary being a bit more expanded and me actually using the words more actively, rather than, of course, I know words like lucrative, but a lot of times they're not like really in my words to use when speaking type of vocabulary, if that makes sense. You know, like, there are so many words that I'm aware of, that I know what they mean and all that I could use, but they just don't seem alright for me to use necessarily, and I just a lot of times also don't remember they exist. Does that make sense to anyone? Is that like a thing for non-native speakers? So many water lilies. What the heck? Sorry for destroying the beauty here, but I want to take some of that with me. I want to have the beauty at home, or at projects, or other places. Even though every place we would place these would be a project, so I don't know what other places would entail. Ha, more fancy words. Yeah, I don't know. I'm in a good mood today. That's just nice. Maybe, you know, going on a walk yesterday, seeing some nature, maybe that did something to my mental health. Almost as if, you know, being a little bit active and getting some I shouldn't get vitamin D. I talked about that a couple episodes ago, how extreme my vitamin D status, I don't know, level, whatever, how high that was, and how I'm not supposed to take vitamin D supplements for like 1.5 years or so. But yeah, I don't know. The walk was nice, and I had a good time. I also I used the daily instance, of course, because want to get more Pokemon, and I ended up having a Pokemon show up thanks to the instance. And after one ball, that thing was like, nah, actually, never mind. I have other plans. I don't want to be here. Goodbye. I had an Articuno show up. But that's okay, because I already have one. I don't know where I got that one from, but I have one. I think I may have gotten that one from a field research, if that's a possible reward. But I don't know. Fact is, I have one. So, if the other one runs off, and that's on the bird, not on me. Alright, let's sit up a little bit. Oops. I do love Jade Cliffs, and like with this little ocean part here, not ocean, lake part, it does look super, super pretty. And of course the doggos also add a lot to that. Little tree doggo. Oh god, the canker so hurts. It feels like as if the skin, like the swollen skin part, has been kind of ripped open. Okay, what if that actually appeared because I had bitten my cheek somehow while I was asleep? Because I have started a couple of years ago when I realized I'm kind of doing the thing where I like grind my teeth together in my sleep. I mean, I don't notice that I do that, but I noticed that my teeth were very weak, and I had like a couple times where I hit my teeth against each other unintentionally, and tiny tiny, tiny, not to the point where you had remainders in the mouth or anything, but tiny pieces of teeth chipped off from the teeth clashing together. So I started to like put my tongue between my teeth whenever I fall asleep. Like I don't bite down on my tongue, but I put it in there, you know, and it's just like natural to me now to do that whenever I fall asleep. Very weird habit. No idea how I actually managed to start doing that. Quack, quack, quack. But yeah, that's one of my habits now. And like sometimes I just wonder if I like slide my tongue out during the night and like start biting on my cheek instead. So I feel like that could have happened. Oh my god, oh, that's a lot of iron. It could have happened with this like canker sore here. And like maybe it happened again last night and that's why it hurts so much today. Ouch. This is not fun. Very gorgeous biome. Like with so much water around it too. I know slimes can spawn in these biomes, but... Hey? Is he like stuck between them somehow? Or in the tree? I have questions. I'll take free stuff. Yay. Oh, I've really learned to love the Jade Cliffs ever since we started the Cabin Mountains. Woof woof in the background. Okay. Some 2D ferns, very, very nice. And yeah, I don't know. Do we have to go up there? I mean, there we have a roof forest, but it does look like there is a lot more water around there and a mountain. Versus this is just mountainy, but didn't we just literally look up the name last episode? I forgot what that's called. Ah, English. Hard language. You know, I'll just take the free items. Oh my god, that's a lot of items today. Maybe for a second. Okay. Wait, the poppy should... Yes. Then you go in there. I'll put the bamboo in with the plants. Okay. Oh, but have we checked Jade Cliff Rivers before? Could we find new stuff here? I should really start making a list. Maybe I'll start doing that when the boyfriend is tearing apart all the PC stuff. Given that we are keeping our graphic cards and hard drives. And you know, I'm not a big help really when it comes to that because I'm terrified of messing something up. So the only thing that I really do when it comes to PC builds is maybe help out with screws in some tight spaces. That's something I can do, yes. It's that. Bistors, so you can also find them in Jade Cliffs and not just mountains. Okay, that's very interesting. There we just have begonias, these spawn in these biomes naturally. Pretty sure these are just basic plants. Nothing too special. Oh, I like how these grew over here. That's so cool. Silver moor grass. Very sure we have that. Ah, my nose is itching. Help, 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 help. Ah! I just want to check that we don't have any lands here that spawn on these rivers that we are missing. Yeah, very sure we have the silver moor grass.